What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissists Code. I'm your favorite, yes, you can have a favorite, self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Healness across all social media platforms. If this is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice, I'm a diagnosed narcissist and I use my platform on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and then also validate the victims, survivors, and thrivers of this disorder. Today's episode is going to be answering the question, do narcissists ever regret their actions? Do narcissists have remorse? Do they feel guilt? Do they want you back? Would they hoover you? Blah, 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 boo, 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 bee, bee, bee. Y'all get it. You know what I mean? So if you're dealing with narcissists and toxic people, understand that regret, remorse, guilt, all this stuff is fleeting. It's fleeting. Do they regret their actions ever? A lot of times narcissistic people will regret their actions, but it's not long lasting regret. You know why? It's like, how is it not long lasting, Lee? Long lasting regret is not long lasting because they'll find ways to justify the things that they did to you. Well, especially if you stayed after they did something horrible to you, if they cheated on you, gave you an STI, did something, hit you or something like that, and you stayed with them. They'll justify their actions. They will. They're like, oh, if it was that bad, they would have left. So it's not. I don't feel bad for putting them through that. They'll start to, if they lose you. First of all, they have to have something to lose to regret it, right? They have to lose you, and losing you means you left. You're the one who left. Losing you means you're the one who left. Because most times, if a narcissist leaves you, do they regret leaving you sometimes? Yeah, possibly, but they moved on somewhere else. They found somebody else. So they try to hyper focus on the other person to stifle the regret of their actions. Sometimes, maybe, damn, why'd I leave her? Dang. Oh, I left her because of this and this and this. And I can beat myself around. I can do this. I can do that. Blah, blah, blah. Boo, 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 boo. You get it. You understand it. They'll start to justify their actions. Regret comes. Some of them do not regret it at all, y'all. The more, overt malignant narcissistic people, they don't regret it at all. If they've done something heinous to you for an extended period of time, if they've done it over a time period of about 20 years, there'd probably be no regret from them, y'all. I'm gonna be real with you. 20, 25 years, 10 years, 5 years, whatever the extended period of time means to you. If it's been an extended period of time of them doing this, I'm gonna be real with you. They probably don't regret anything they've done to you. I'm just keep it hot. I'm just keep it real. They probably don't regret any of the stuff that they put you through because they think you stayed through it. If you're unhappy here, why didn't you just leave? You could have just left. You could have been to left me. But y'all know that's not true. Most narcissists are not going to make it easy for you to leave. They just aren't. They're not going to make it easy for you to leave. As a narcissistic person, as a narcissist myself, like moments of regret, yeah, I think about my exes from time to time. But not in the way that, not in a good way. It's not I'm like, dang, that was such a great person. And they're not thinking about that thought. I do every once in a while, but most times it's painting them in a negative light to make myself feel better and where I'm at in life right now, or where I was at in life once we broke up, or once I left them, or once they left me, or whatever. I painted that regret light was a black light. It was shining on all the bad stuff that I thought that they had done to me. So when you're dealing with narcissists and toxic people or toxic people, you got to understand that's part of the fight right there, y'all. That's part of the battle. That's part of the process, that they might not regret what they've done to you because they didn't have a reason to, because y'all stayed through it. This is not me. Again, I know people are like, Lee, you sound kind of victim blaming, unsubscribe, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. This is not me trying to victim blame. This is me trying to give you the inner workings of a narcissist's mind. They might not regret it. Like if you were unhappy, you could have left, because if that would happen to me when I'm unhappy, I'll leave. That's how they justify. If they justify by putting themselves in thinking, if I was unhappy, I would have just left. So you must not have been unhappy. So it must not have been as bad as you're making it out to be. It must not have been as bad as people think it is. This is that, blah, 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 boo, 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 beep, beep, beep. It must not be like this. It must not be like that. I'm just telling you, that's part of the process. If you're dealing with narcissists and toxic people, this is what you're gonna have to deal with. Like, what if, like I say, ask yourself this question too. What if they don't regret it? What if they really don't regret it? Now it's just like their regret doesn't matter, because I know what people are going to say. People are going to you want them to regret it because you want to know that you matter to this person. Like, I just want them to know that I matter to that person. You matter in the way that you matter to them. It might not be in the way that you wanted to matter to them, but you matter in the way that you matter to them. You know what I mean? Did they ever love me? Did they ever care about me? They probably cared about you more in the beginning than they did in the end. You know what I mean? Because that love, the love or whatever they have for you at the beginning, it dims. It typically goes away. They become emotionally disconnected from you, and then they start to treat you like crap. Once they become emotionally disconnected from you, they either start to withdraw from you physically too. They might stop sleeping with you. They might stop touching you. Might stop caring about you and things like that. You know, and it just sucks. Like I say, it sucks. People are gonna say like, and I know one of the questions I get a lot is like, do narcissistic parents regret what they did to their kids? Sometimes they feel like they sacrificed for their kids. Like, you know, and they'll blame the kids. Like, you're a terrible daughter, so I had to treat you like this. You are an awful son, so I had to do this to try to get you right. I had to try to straighten you up because you were a horrible kid. You mean they'll blame the narcissistic parents will blame you for the stuff that they do to you. They just will. It's just part of it, y'all. I'm not trying to make people feel bad for about it, but like it just gets to the point where they don't feel. Some of them don't. You know, my therapist asked me to describe how I felt remorse and guilt and things like that, and I was just like, I'll feel remorse. I'll feel remorseful. Like, I feel guilty about the stuff I've done in the moment, but almost instantaneously, my mind, in the effort to protect itself, will start to blame the other person for how I treated them. My mind would just do this. My mind would do this. My mind becomes Simone. My mind becomes Simone Biles and start doing these mental gymnastics. My mind has a vicious floor routine. You mean the music starts playing and I start doing backflips. I start doing mental gymnastics, backflips, and start blaming the other person for what I've done to them. My therapist was like, "Yeah, sorry, but Bucko, that's not remorse or guilt or regret. That's like the spectrum. That's on the spectrum right there, because you're blaming them for how you treat them, which most narcissistic people will do. Most narcissists are going to blame you for how they treat you. They're going to blame you for staying. You could have left me. I'm just telling you, they're going to tell you could have left, and you could, even though they might try to stop you from leaving, even though they might threaten to take their own life or send themselves to meet God or threaten you. They're gonna think you could have left. They're gonna say you could have left. If it was that bad, you could have left. We've been together for 6 years, 7 years. You stayed this whole time, and it was that bad. I found it hard to believe that you were getting treated this badly and decided to stay through it. That's on you. They'll put it onto you. They absolutely will. They'll blame you for staying, blame you for tolerating the terrible behaviors, and they'll put it onto you. They'll set it into your lap, y'all. The narcissists they just don't feel like that. They just don't feel the way that you feel. You know what I mean? They honestly just don't feel that way. I wish I had a better explanation for it and why I feel the way I feel. I just can't. My mind goes to protect itself. When I start to feel guilty or remorseful, my mind just like, nope, stop it right now. It's like my mind slaps me like, stop feeling that guilt, because if you should not feel remorseful for somebody staying through what you did to them. They could have left. You would have left. You have left. They could have left, so it's not your fault. I'm like, oh yeah, it really isn't my fault. Mental gymnastics. I'm just telling you, my mind got that Simone Biles floor routine. It is absolutely insane, y'all. The way my mind works, the way a lot of narcissistic people's minds works. They'll start to blame you, and they, like I said, I'm just telling you, they'll start to blame you. I cheated on you. I blame you for cheating. I blame you for me cheating on you. Absolutely, they absolutely will blame you for them cheating on you. It's a mind thing, y'all. It really is a mind game. It's a terrible mindset to have, or a terrible mindset to. I'm just telling y'all. It's just like this is how I live, y'all. This is just my mind. I'm glad I'm in therapy to help understand how my mind works more and more and more right now. But I just, a lot of narcissists, they don't know why they think or why they do the things that they do. They know that they're doing it. They know they're doing it wrong. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that directly. Narcissists know they are treating you badly. They know the difference between right and wrong. They just find ways to minimize their accountability and to blame you. So the regret is minimized. The remorse is minimized. The guilt is minimized, and it goes away. It comes back. It comes and goes. Guilt, remorse, regret. It comes and goes. Dang, I wish I had a good thing there. Well, too bad. Too bad. It's over now. Oh goodness gracious, y'all! I'm sitting on the floor and an ant just crawled. I don't know how that just happened. This dang on had a hole in my sock, and a dang on black ant crawled right in the hole of my sock. That was my favorite sock. I had to snatch that sock off. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, I had to close this thing out. Live in person meet and greet, Austin, Texas. October 15th. We're going to be in Austin, Texas. It's going to be a lot of us, the Narc Avengers or whatnot. Will be more information to come. In-person meet and greet. We're going to do a live in-person Q&A. Like, we're going to be doing one-on-ones. You know, I do my one-on-ones over Zoom. We're going to be doing in-person one-on-ones. We're going to be doing in-person a live panel discussion, live question and answer discussion. Y'all, it's going to be amazing. The biggest event we've had so far is in Austin, Texas, October the 15th. More details to come. See you there. Thank y'all for coming in. Like and subscribe for more. If you're watching this or listening to this on Apple Music, Apple, Spotify, whatever, hit that 5 stars for me, y'all. Please hit that 5 stars for me. Thank y'all for tuning in. Mental Illness is out. Peace.